Kanhaiya murder in India, which has happened. And I have been hinting on this that something like this could happen in India as well. I have been hinting on this for a very long time because the spillover from Pakistan is happening in India too. And the Barelvi Jamaat that is there in India, that is also there in Pakistan, and Tehreek-e-Labbaik, Jamaat-ud-Dawa, and many other Dawat Islami, they have taken a front row seat when it comes down to blasphemy, and their behavior is quite what you would say violent towards blasphemy. Nearly all of the mob lynchings that have happened in Pakistan during the recent uh, 5 to 10 years, one way or another, Tehreek-e-Labbaik or Barelvi Jamaat has been involved in that. And though it be Mumtaz Qadri, though it be the murder of Salman Taseer from Mumtaz Qadri, or the lynching of Shama and Shahzad, the Christian couple who were killed for blasphemy, or any other issue, most of the cases that are registered against people for blasphemy in Pakistan, they are registered because of the Barelvi Jamaat. And this guy who has murdered Kanhaiya Lal in Udaipur, Rajasthan, India, he's also an Atari. And Ataris are Qadri Atari is basically, it's not a family name, it's a follower's name. So the people who follow Jamaat Barelvi, they call themselves Atari or Qadri. And that is basically from where this thing is stemming from. And I don't know that if the intelligence agencies or police in India would be able to find any direct connection to Pakistan. But I think the spillover is happening through social media and electronic media, because all of these huge YouTube channels that are being run from Pakistan, they are also being viewed in India as well. Like, if people, I am running this channel and that is basically for Pakistan. I run my channel basically for Pakistanis, but I have a lot of Indian audience as well. Even I have more followers from India than from Pakistan. And that is why, because we speak the common language, Hindi and Urdu are very, very similar. And that's why this thing is happening. But when it comes down to this murder, it was a really, really horrible thing, because the Nupur Sharma case, Nupur Sharma said some things about Prophet Muhammad, and those things were not seen as very respectful by the Muslim community. And then, the uproar of blasphemy started in India, and everyone started saying, okay, that Nupur Sharma has committed blasphemy. And she made some comments on the Prophet, which are actually legitimate according to the Islamic books and their understanding of Islam. The mainstream Barelvi, the Shia, the Sunni sects of Islam, they accept what he has said. Most of what he has said is true. People do accept that. And according to the Sahih Hadith, or the trustable Hadith, we see that the age of Aisha when she got married with Prophet Muhammad was 6. And when Prophet Muhammad consummated the marriage, she was only 9 years of age. And that's the reason because of which many people say that Prophet Muhammad and the relation between Prophet Muhammad and Aisha was a case of pedophilia. And this is what it is if you look at it from even a secular or a neutral point of view. But Nupur Sharma, though I agree with her freedom of speech, but I believe that she should have shown more restraint, because she was a spokesperson of BJP, that was the ruling party of India, and she shouldn't have made such comments. Though I agree with what she said, and I think as an individual she reserves the right to free speech, but as a person who is in a position of power and representing the ruling party of the country, should have shown more restraint. But I am totally against this 295A case that has been registered against her. I don't agree with that, and I think these laws should be repealed from the Indian constitution as well, because I think the whole situation that has been going on is because these laws do exist and people feel that people think when it is constitutional to register a case of blasphemy against someone, then people also feel that okay, we have the right to get offended and we have the right to punish someone. So I think this law should be struck down. It shouldn't exist in the Indian constitution or any constitution, in the Pakistani constitution or any constitution around the world. These laws are barbaric. These laws are archaic. These laws are outdated. And in the 21st century, where we believe in free speech and freedom of expression, these laws are basically a remnant of our dogmatic and our ignorant past. So we don't need these laws in the 21st century. Now, after Nupur Sharma's case, the the society became polarized, and many people are supporting Nupur Sharma. In On the Indian Twitter, there was a hashtag I support Nupur Sharma, and a lot of our friends who happen to be ex-Muslims or atheists, or they said that we do support Nupur Sharma, and this was going on, and because of this trend, many other people started to say, the normal people, the common man, also started to say that okay, I support Nupur Sharma. And it is reported that it was not Kanhaiya Lal who made this WhatsApp status that okay, I support Nupur Sharma. It was his son who had put up this WhatsApp status that I support Nupur Sharma. And when he said put up that, so because of that, his father got killed, and these two guys who killed him, they posted a video about a week before the murder, about 10-11 days before the murder, and in that video they said that they want to kill Nupur Sharma and Prime Minister Modi as well. But what happened later on is, because this was a threat going to Nupur Sharma and Prime Minister Modi, so no one paid attention. Later on, what happened is 11 days later, they killed Kanhaiya Lal, who was, and they were such cowards that they went to his shop as customers. He was taking their measurements because he was a tailor by profession. And in midst of all of this, they got out their knives and they stabbed him to death and they killed him. So both of these guys have been arrested, but now the next phase of this thing is starting. So the mullahs, the Maulvis, the mainstream Muslim clerics, they are putting all the responsibility on these two guys, and they are saying that Islam is not responsible for this. Islam does not teach this. Islam is a peaceful religion. This and that, all of this whataboutery is happening, and people are blaming it on Nupur Sharma. People are blaming it on others, and everything is happening. All sides, sorts of ideas and discussions are happening because of this. But the bottom line is that India is going into, uh, I think, a dark corner where we don't know what is going to happen. If, let's say, these things become a norm, then it's going to create another kind of tension. But, and I think that blasphemy against Islam is going to become a norm now, because I've seen uh, crowds chanting slogans against Prophet Muhammad, Pegambar tere baap ka naam, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. So they are saying, uh, Prophet Muhammad, Ram is your father. So this is what people are chanting on the roads. Hindutva is chanting on the roads, and this, and I think this thing could lead to other troubles as well. But I think, if you ask me, I think blasphemy should become more common, because when blasphemy would become more common, then I think people would develop a tolerance towards it, and especially the Muslims, because any other religion, you ask me, Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, or you name any religion in the world, if you say something that falls into blasphemy when it comes to that religion, no one will give you the reaction that Muslims are giving right now. So we can see countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, even in the West, we have seen that blasphemers have been threatened, and there have been attempt to kill, all of these things. But these people who are accused of or alleged of blasphemy, so this thing, if it becomes mainstream, and I think in the age of social media, it's not very difficult. If let's say BJP decides or Hindutva decides to make an IT cell which has 10,000 people or even 1,000 people who want to make a Twitter trend insulting Prophet Muhammad or Islam, it's very easy. And Muslims can also do for this for the Christians or Hindus. So, blasphemous hashtags can become popular very quickly on Twitter, and it can happen. If BJP wants to do it, it can do it. If some mainstream media cell wants to do it, if fifth generation warfare experts decide that they want to do this against Islam, then it's very much possible. But I think the bottom line or the conclusion or the crux of this thing would be that Muslims have to understand that people who do not believe in your religion have the right to have a different opinion about it. If you think that everyone who is in the world would respect Islam and they don't believe in it, this means that this is not respect. You don't have to terrorize people to respect your religion. You have to show through your acts that you're peaceful people and your prophet and your religion teaches peace. And because of this religion, then you are peaceful. And then when your action shows peace and love and harmony for other religions, then and only then we would see that people are going to respect your religion. So if you are going to say that, okay, if you disrespect my prophet, I'm going to behead you, then no one is going to respect your religion. I don't respect your religion because I can see that what kind of violence it causes and what kind of havoc it creates in our present day and age. And these things are unheard of. These things are unimaginable to people who believe in humanism, who are humanitarian, who believe in secular notions, and who believe in freedom of expression. So this is something that is hurtful to humanity. This is painful to watch. Every other day when we see Muslims chanting slogans, okay, गुस्ताखे रसूल की सजा सरतन से जुदा, anyone who blasphemes against the prophet should be beheaded. That hurts me. It hurts me. It shows me that how disrespectful and uncaring this religion is towards human life, because they don't see that. And even yesterday, there was day before yesterday, there was, I think, a caller on Harris's Urdu stream who was talking about that his father is mentally disabled, and he said that his father started saying that he was a prophet. And now these guys have to care for him all the time, because they have to see that if their father goes somewhere and says he's a prophet, people are going to mob lynch. So these guys have to make sure now that their father stays home, and he stays safe, because any person who is mentally or psychiatrically disturbed in Pakistan and they say something that goes against Islam or is considered blasphemous, you can get mob lynched on the spot. And that's the difficult situation that blasphemy creates for normal human beings and the normal populace of Pakistan or any other Muslim country. And even in India, we are seeing this right now. People are horrified right now in India, especially the people from other faiths who don't understand why these crazy people are doing this. So they are truly horrified right now. They cannot understand that how can someone kill someone in the name of religion, in the name of God, and how can someone kill someone in such a horrible way that where killing someone by shooting someone, or you know killing someone by shooting is a relatively less painful and less brutal method of doing it. Though any kind of killing is like horrible, it's I wouldn't, I cannot even imagine that how can someone even shoot someone to kill them. But imagine how can someone decapitate someone, because it takes a lot of it. The scene is just too gruesome, and the pain would be just, if anyone has seen an animal being slaughtered, imagine that that same thing is done to a human being. So that would be like just too horrible, and these people can do it. What motivates them to do it? And it's the religion of Islam, because they believe that anyone who does this is such a horrible person that they don't even deserve to be called human being. And they believe that such and such a person, God hates such a person, and we have to kill that person. So they are doing this duty of God, they believe, that they are decapitating these people. So I think even decapitating a corpse would be a very difficult thing to do. So how come people can do it to a living person? That's that's such a horrible thing.